Hey, what is going on guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys and give you guys some tips and tricks on exactly how to win more 1v1s here in Fortnite. And I'm going to give you guys some specific builds and edits to work on, and exactly what you need to do if you want to be able to win a lot more 1v1s here in Fortnite. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. If you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you need to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And as well, make sure you guys have me added and supported as a creator. All you need to do this is go over to the item shop, hit X, go to support a creator, and then type in my code, and my code is Young Humor. And once you type that in, all you have to do is accept it, and you will have me added and supported as a creator. And just remember that every 2 weeks the code resets. You're gonna have to retype in Young Humor every 2 weeks. And lastly, I'm starting up my Twitch channel, so if you guys want to see some live gameplays, I'm gonna go for a lot of solo squads, high 20 kill gameplays. And if you guys want to see those type of gameplays, make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. It's going to be Young Humor TTV, so make sure you guys follow me if you guys would like to see that. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video I have quite a few 1v1s that I was playing against one of my friends, and so I'm going to be really talking over exactly what I did and that allowed me to win so many of these 1v1s. And as well, I want to talk about a few builds and edits that are really good when it comes to fighting people 1v1, and this can apply to just, playing against your friends in creative, playing to try to get better when it comes to building and such like that, or even in real games where you want to be able to try to outplay your opponent. So to start off, there's one build specifically that I think is very effective when you're playing against people, and especially online. And the reason being is it's so hard for other people to predict it, because honestly not a lot of people actually do this. So if you're able to pull it off in game, a lot of times you're gonna have a free and wide open shot, and the other player is gonna have absolutely nothing they can do about it, and it's just gonna give you a free open shot that you can do quite a few damage off it. Most of the time I'm hitting like 90 and 100 damage shots from that angle. And as well, the other player is gonna have absolutely no idea where you came from, which is gonna put you at a huge advantage. Well, afterwards you could probably go for an SMG spam and be able to finish off the player that way. So here's a specific build that I'm talking about. In order to pull this off, all you have to do is just, as soon as the other player is ramping out, you want to put a floor above them, and once you put that floor above them, you want to place a ramp down to the left or right of them. And by doing that, the ramp is just going to connect to their ramp, and you're going to have a free open shot on the other player, in which you're going to do quite a bit of damage. I think in this clip I hit the other guy for about 90 damage or so, so I end up doing quite a few damage right off that shot, and it's just super effective because the other players have no idea. And if you pull it off quick enough, the only real counter to this, if the other player builds to their left and right. So if you're doing this quick enough, honestly they're gonna have no idea. So unless they're already ready for it, you're gonna have a free and wide open shot every single time that you do this. So that's why it's probably one of the best things that you can work on and practice, and it's really not even that hard to do. So just a little bit of practice and just getting used to exactly how it is, and you're gonna have it down pretty easily and very well. And with that first example I showed you, that is I would say not even that it's really advanced. It's just a lot of people don't really know how to do it and really know it very well. And that's just one of those things. If you know exactly how to do this, anyone who tries to do it against you, you're going to be more than ready for it, and you're going to be able to counter it. So with everything in this video, or every single time that you're playing 1v1s and you're going against people who do new and different things, if you know about it, then it's probably not going to happen to you over and over again. So that's one of the really good things about knowing these advanced kind of tips, because once you know about them, it's going to be very difficult for other better players to as well do those things on you, which is going to make you such a better player and much more difficult to actually kill, because you're going to be ready for everything that you try to do, whether that be really simple or really advanced techniques. So one other really good tip I can give you guys when it comes to playing people one-on-one or even in real games, one thing that you want to do is, say if you want to go for an edit play, maybe you want to edit a pyramid, maybe you want to edit a floor, a wall, it really could be an edit on anything. Say if you want to go for that edit and for whatever reason you end up messing up the edit, maybe you accidentally misclick something, whatever the case may be, say you mess up that edit, what I would recommend doing is not going for the same edit twice, because if you're going against a player that you want to fight, you want to try to be unpredictable as possible, and by doing that you don't want to go for the same edit that you mess up. So say if you're going for a aggressive push off a wall edit, maybe you try to edit the bottom 3 squares, or say that you mess it up. And so basically I would recommend trying to go from a different angle or trying a completely different edit, because if you mess up the edit the first time, then it's going to be very predictable, and that's just one of the things that you need to try to get really good at if you want to be able to beat a lot of really good players is you want to try to be unpredictable as possible, and a lot of times even if you are predictable, if you're able to hit the shot, then you can still win in that gunfight. But if you are trying to win the majority of your gunfights, then you want to try not to just do the same thing over and over again. So if you mess up an edit, then I would try to go for an edit maybe on the opposite wall, or maybe you can go for a completely different play, and that's what I would recommend doing if you mess up an edit. Because if you have messed up an edit, then it's all good. It really doesn't matter, just try to do something else, and most of the time you're going to be able to win in that gunfight. And when you're playing 1v1s, and especially in public matches when you're going against other players, you never ever want to try to give up your high ground unless you have probably one other option. And the only other reason I would say you'd possibly want to give up your high ground, or not even really give up your high ground, you'd want to challenge the other player that way, is if you have an opportunity where you can get really right next to him. And what I mean by that is, so if you're in a gunfight and you see a player below you and you see an opportunity to get really close to them, so maybe you can jump on top of them, pull out your shotgun or pull out your SMG, because basically if you try to jump down and go for a kill on the other player or try to do damage every single time they're going to try to build and go for high ground immediately, so unless you're pretty much right next to them to the point where if they try to build, you're going to be right inside of their builds, I wouldn't recommend giving up high ground. I would just recommend, there's a lot of different building techniques that you can practice and do that can help you guys with keeping high ground, but you basically want to try to keep high ground as much as possible. And the reason being is because if you have high ground, most of the time, a lot of players aren't in games unless they're really good. They're not going to be trying to look for shots. If you have high ground, most of the players, unless they're bad and they're just not building at all, and if you're fighting against an average or better than average player, most of the time they're going to at least try to go for a little bit of high ground, at least try to build up on you. And when they're building up at you, that's when you're going to have the best opportunity to get shots on them, because they're going to be building up, they're not going to have their gun out, and you're already going to have high ground at that point. So you're going to have pretty much free shots on them as long as you can keep your high ground. So you don't want to try to give up your high ground no matter what, because the second you give up your high ground, then they're just going to sit up top and just spam the absolute mess out of you. So that's what I would recommend doing. And if you guys want to know what I think is the best technique to learn if you want to be able to keep high ground and take shots, it would be this move exactly right here. Just shoot and place a floor. I've covered this in a lot of videos, so I'm not going to go too in depth on exactly how to do it, but it's pretty simple. You want to take a shot, then you want to place a floor and catch yourself, and then basically just from that you're going to be able to keep high ground, while at the exact same time still being able to keep high ground. That's just the best technique that I would say when it comes to keeping high ground, while at the exact same time still being able to get shots off on the other player that you're fighting. And honestly, one of the best tips I can give you guys when it comes to playing people in 1v1s and being able to win a lot more 1v1s consistently, whether that be in public matches or even in creative, and that one simple thing is, so when you're usually fighting other players, you're going to notice that that player is most of the time going to be doing a lot of these same things. And what I mean by that is not even that they do the exact same things, is that they like to go for certain plays, whether plays that they're really good at, or just certain plays that most of the time after a while they're gonna at least get predictable. Because I know that a lot of the times when I was fighting a few of my friends, they like to go for certain plays, they like to go for certain edit plays, and after a few fights I really started to catch on to it. Or it didn't even have to be after the fight, it could have been during the fight. I saw them go for the same edit play, or maybe the same type of play time after time, and eventually you're gonna learn that once people start going for plays like that, then you're gonna learn exactly how to counter that play. And so the next time that you fight them, you know exactly what kind of plays they're going to be going for. And just because you know exactly what they're going for, it's going to be very easy to counter, because you're going to have enough time to think about exactly how to counter that play and exactly what to do if you want to be able to win that gunfight. And you have to be careful though, because a lot of players that go for a lot of the same things, most of the time they do hit their shots as well. So you have to keep in mind that even if you are, even if it is predictable, that a lot of times you're still going to be able to hit their shots. So you have to be careful in that aspect. But most of the time, if you're able to read exactly what they're doing, it's going to put you at an advantage, especially if they're not able to see what you're doing. If you're mixing it up, going for different kind of plays, it's going to be very difficult for them to read what you're doing, while at the same time it's going to be making it very easy for you to know what they're doing, which is going to put you at a huge advantage in that gunfight. And you're going to notice that you're going to be able to win a lot more fights a lot more consistently while you're in build fights, or whether you're just in normal fights in creative or even in real games. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this video helped you guys out. And if you could, drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.